What in the world is going on, people of YouTube? I'm Steven with Purpose Lens Photo and Media, and today I'm going to give you a couple items that you may want to look at over the holiday season. Now, this goes for Black Friday and also Christmas as well. Now, some of these things have deals going on, some don't, but they're just good things to have. And the first one we want to start off with is the GoPro. Now, if you have never heard of GoPro before, then I honestly don't understand where you've been. If you've been on planet Earth, you have heard GoPro. More than likely, if you're on YouTube, you have seen GoPro footage. They are little tiny action cameras, and they allow you to put these cameras in small spaces to capture pretty good video. They've gotten really good over the years. And the GoPro Hero 10 is no exception. This has stabilization that works really well. There's a screen on the front that helps you to frame up your shot, plus a screen on the back that's touchscreen so you can control all your settings. And the other good thing about GoPro is they have millions of mounts. Now, I don't know if they have millions, but I know they have a lot of mounts. So you could put a GoPro on your knee if you want it. You could put it on your windshield, on your bike, on a skateboard. You could put it anywhere. I've seen GoPros inside the intake of a car. So GoPros are very, very versatile little cameras, and they have come a long way. So now the good thing about the GoPro right now is they are offering a 1-year subscription. And what that allows you to do is get the GoPro camera for like $349, which is good, because I think originally I want to say it's like $500 something. So what you get with the GoPro subscription is unlimited backing up of your files of your GoPro. Also, you get no questions asked replacement. So if you drop your GoPro, you can just get a brand new one and they don't ask any questions. So this is definitely something that you want to take a look at this holiday season. The next one is the Sony ZV-E10. Now, this camera came out earlier this year, and it has really shaken people up. Some people absolutely hate it, and some people absolutely love it. I'm one of the ones that absolutely loves it because I see that it's very versatile, and it has some new technology in it that a lot of cameras don't have nowadays. And one of those things is gyroscopic information. And what that means is you can actually record with this camera, and it records how you move the camera. And then you can later put your footage in the software called Catalyst Browse, and it will balance your footage based on the information that the sensors picked up. And I think that's pretty cool. In addition to that, it's an interchangeable lens camera, which means you can put different lenses on it. So you could shoot a wedding with this thing, then turn around and do a vlog, because you have access to all these different lenses. And the list goes on and on and on with the things that you can do with this camera. You can also take photos with it. And I'm going to put down in the description the playlist for the stuff that I've done with the ZV-E10, because it goes on and on and on. Way too much to talk about in this one video. So let's keep moving. So number 3 is going to be a variable ND filter. Now, if you don't know what an ND filter is, basically that stands for neutral density filter, and that is like a pair of sunglasses on your lens. If you've ever been outside and it's been a really bright day and everything's washed out and it's blown out, well, you need an ND filter that will cut down on the light and allow you to get a quality picture. So if you want to shoot in a shallow depth of field, something like 1.4 in the shallow depth of field just means that you're in focus and your background is out of focus, or whatever it is that you're shooting is in focus and the background is out of focus. That is known as a shallow depth of field, and it's also known as bokeh when it's blurred out in the background. Well, if you're shooting in a lot of sunlight and things like that, without an ND filter, you're not going to be able to get that effect on the camera. So an ND filter allows you to do that. Not only does it allow you to do that, but it allows you to get proper exposure in a lot of sunlight. Exposure is just the amount of light that's coming into the camera so that the picture is not blown out or underexposed, which means that it's too dark. So ND filter helps balance that out. So moving on to number 4 is going to be the small rig cage for the Sony ZV-E10. Now, you may say, why do I need a cage? Well, I'm glad you asked. A cage allows you to attach things like a monitor, microphones, and all types of accessories to your camera. So this comes in handy if you're going to be doing things like running and gunning. Running and gunning is just moving from one location to the next, holding your camera, and you don't want to have to hold it in your hand. You can actually have good grips, and you can put other accessories on it like wireless microphones and things like that. Well, the cage allows you to do that, and also adds a little bit of weight to the camera, which is a good thing, because when you have a light camera, you get all these little micro jitters and things like that. So a cage helps eliminate that, and it also helps you to dissipate the heat from the camera. So this cage comes with a lot of benefits, and I will highly recommend it. It's a small rig cage. It's really, really, really great. So moving on to the next one, this is by Peak Design. It is called the Field Pouch. Now, the Field Pouch is basically a bag that you can strap over your shoulder, or you can connect it on your belt, and you can put things in it like your SD cards, batteries, and even lenses, and sometimes your camera if it's small enough. And this is a really, really handy thing to have if you're going to be on vacation, you're going to take your camera with you, or even if you're a professional, just to have extra lenses, to have extra memory cards and batteries right there with you. And it looks stylish and it's pretty durable. I've had this and I've never had a problem with it. The Velcro locks really well. They did a great job on this. I also own some other things from Peak Design, so you may want to check this out. Peak Design is a great company and they have many different products to make your camera experience and your camera a lot better. So check out the Peak Designs bag here. And then lastly, I want to talk about a lens. This is the Sigma 16mm 1.4. This is one of the best lenses that you can get for your camera, especially if you're going to be vlogging. It has very crisp, sharp picture, and it has a wide aperture, which means that you can shoot in low light. Now, low light is not the only thing that this lens is good at, but it's good at autofocusing and it's good at a lot of other things too. But the Sigma 16mm 1.4 is a great lens. And if you're looking to get a lens, maybe your first lens, maybe you just bought the Sony ZV-E10 or Sony a6400 or a6600, this is a lens that you're going to want to take a look at and possibly buy, because if you're going to be vlogging or anything like that, it's going to be one of the best out there. Now, this lens has a lot more features that we can get into. So if you want to see that, click here. But until next time, I'll holler at y'all later. I'm out. Peace. Spinning around in the chair like this. What in the world is going on, people of YouTube? I'm Steven with Purpose Lens Photo and Media, and today I'm going to give you 5 reasons why you should buy the Sigma 16mm 1.4. And before you ask, the camera that I'm shooting on is the a6400. No, I'm not shooting with any picture profile, but here are my settings. I'm shooting at 24 frames per second. 1/50 is my shutter speed, and the ISO is 100. And for those that don't speak that vernacular, that is 100 ISO.